Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna do a little tour of my green Harbor Freight drawer tool cart. I suggest a tool cart for anyone that you're doing work on your car and you can, like, if you're in front of your house. Apartment building is a little harder. You might want to set up a little table or something and put your tools on there, make it easier on you instead of setting them on the engine, which can get in the way. Been there, done that. So luckily now I do have the opportunity to do it this way, just to have some of my tools in here that I think I'll need, and if I have to, go back to my Harbor Freight 44-inch toolbox. So let's take a look here. Well, first off, right here, as you can see, I took out those Harbor Freight socket organizers. They sucked. So what I opted to do is just take the drawers out of that 3-drawer toolbox and put them in there, because from what I've had, these are the most efficient way of organizing the sockets that came in that tool set. Now I've added a couple here and there that didn't come with the socket set. Right here, these are my old. Let me see. Can you even see that? See the writing on that? Yeah, Popular Mechanic sockets right there. The 1/2 inch. So the way the toolbox was set up, 1/4 and 1/2 inch were in one drawer, 3/8 in another, and had a spare. Where is it? Right there, 10 millimeter, right there. Which this did not come with. The only 10 millimeter it came with. Deep well was up there. So this has a lot of the sockets I'll need, which I'm happy with. I have my Fat Max screwdrivers over here, and I don't know if I've seen people do this. Put my ratchets over here. I don't have many other things to put in these holes, but a lot of my ratchets are in here. I find it convenient instead of rattling around in here, which I do have some stuff rattling around. Blades, things like that, flashlights that I'll need. And it's a tool cart a lot better than running back every time to my big toolbox every time I need one thing. First drawer, I just have my millimeter deep well impact sockets. I don't use the SAE on cars anyway. Maybe on the 91 Camaro, when I eventually start working on it, I'll need some SAE sockets. Here are my pliers. Got those new types channel locks right there with the locking button. These smaller sets of pliers right there. Needle nose, bent needle nose, clippers, side nippers right there. Lineman's pliers. And those caliper hangers, which are good. I suggest, if you do any kind of brake work, get them, because when I was doing what was it, the rear bearings on the minivan, I knocked into the calipers quite a few times, and if I was just sitting them on the axle, at least one of those times I would have fallen off and hung on the hose. And pretty much a junk drawer. Got gloves. They're working out pretty good. Had the coupon or something. I think the coupon for $5 for them. Harbor Freight. They're working out for me. Things like that. Some electrical stuff. Odds and ends. Oh yeah. And these. I got these at Harbor Freight in these fuel line transmission line quick release. Those are real handy. Get the metal ones, don't get the plastic ones. They will get destroyed real easy. Yeah, and I don't know why Stanley stopped making these. The nut driver attachment right here, screwdriver adapter, whatever you want to call it. These are nice. They went to the less expensive black handled ones. Then I got this drawer. A lot of the Stanley Pliers that came with the toolbox. No, these didn't come with that toolbox. Came with another socket set. My old one. Then I got these right here. Bought these to do the suspension work on the Envoy because I needed a 21. And luckily I got this set because I needed larger ones also. I think the 25. And I got... Don't move. And I got that set, if you've seen the videos, with that flex head stubby ratchet. Haven't needed it yet. Got my ball peen hammer, my foo bar. Got that. I haven't used it yet. The Quinn torque adapter. I know I'm going to need it. And the hex keys right there, and torques. Last drawer, I got various things. These right here. These I used them, but I use them. They work, but the bolt that I was trying to get off, I gotta torch it off. The breaker bar was bending. Not good. I got my oil wrenches right here. Some cotter pins right there. This from Harbor Freight, their snap ring plier. This is the old one. I don't know about the new one. But I see a lot of people saying the old one that they don't work. I got it to work on a 2007 Envoy upper bowl joint snap ring. Putting it on. Worked just fine for me. I don't know. My magnet, mirror, some body pin kit, and I haven't opened these yet. I got those locking pliers to complete the set that I have, and that C-clamp swivel jaw, and vice grip along those locking pliers. Oh, and a tape measure. I got a couple of things on the side tray. Got my impact and speaker all the way up top, that black thing right there. And a couple of cans of brake cleaner, and PB blaster right there. And I'm keeping my wheel chock down there. Well, 2 wheel chocks. I don't know where the other one is. It's around here somewhere. In the front wheel bearings to the minivan right there. Last but not least, I got the paper towel holder and the side tray, which is pretty handy there. But originally, that piece right here came bent. I just bent it back. Scratch a little bit there, but it didn't cause too much damage to it. But it holds quite a bit. It says 30 pounds. I might have maxed it out once or twice. So that's it on that. Yeah, it's doing great. I would have went for the 4 drawer, but didn't have it in green at the day I was getting it. So I said, what the hell? Get the 5 drawer. And it's working out good. I'm thinking about modifying the drawers so I don't have to push the little latches on the side. I do have a couple of the spare Harbor Freight long magnets. I know people who are using those to keep the drawers closed. Anyway, that's my tour of that. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and all that jazz.